Somebody say, Shema Yasa'ala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Akkad. Shema Yasa'ala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Akkad. Shema Yasa'ala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Akkad. And on today, we bring forth this wonderful lesson on the behalf of Solid Foundation Israelite Academy. And this is an appointed feast time, a feast day, according to Leviticus the 23rd chapter, in reference to the memorial of blowing trumpets. Yes, 2017, the memorial of blowing trumpets. We're going to get into this lesson, and we will get out this lesson, and we will feast, and we will eat. We will have a great time. So on tonight, we're looking forward to have a great time, and we're going to bring forth this lesson as far as also tonight is what you would call a new moon Sabbath. So we want to give all praises and glorification to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua for allowing us to see a new month. Okay, so tonight is actually a new month. Okay, which technically is us being in the month of August. Tonight will make September. Okay, which is the 7th month of the year according to the Hebrew. All right. So what is the date? The date is the date. What is the date? Okay, we're trying to get the date. The date is the 20th. Okay, the 20th. The date is the 20th. So tonight will make 21st, August 21st, which will make September 1st. Okay, so we have two events going on tonight. We have New Moon Sabbath and also the Memorial Blowing Trumpets. So let's say the Our Father prayer on the count of 3. If you don't know it, you have the Lashawan, Kodash, the Holy Tongue, which is the Lord's Prayer, the Adawan Palau, in the front of your face. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah Sakam Yahweh, Malawaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya Asha, Barataza, Kawahaya Basami. Nothing anawa lakam kabiwan, Wasalat nawa, Kabawat nawa, Kasalat nawa, Kabawaki nawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'a nawa, Danasaya wan above, Hawasai nawa, Mayan, Rai Kayalaka Amalakwa, Wala'a, Wata Parla, Wata Para, Lawalamyum, Aman. Okay. Somebody get the dope. You be seated. Everybody be seated. Okay. You need some help. We have another. We on camera. So the camera rolling. The camera rolling. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Appreciate that. We'll put that right here, man. Okay. How about seeing on Sabbath Rakatha? You know what I'm saying? This is the feast of the Memorial of Blowing Trumpets and also New Moon Sabbath. So we finna do a lesson. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna chop it up. Like I say, man, this is live, we're on the camera. This is Nashawn, you know, one of the brothers in the faith, and we're gonna get in and we're gonna get out. Alright. So we starting off with Leviticus the 23rd chapter. So Leviticus the 23rd chapter. We didn't have many brothers and sisters to come out to be a part of this wonderful event on tonight, but we're not going to let that stop us from proceeding on. Thus says the Lord. So Leviticus the 23rd chapter on the behalf of the feast of the Memorial of Blowing Trumpets. So, Jay, I want you to start off and read Leviticus 23, verse 1.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1.
Leviticus 23 and 1. Read on up.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to who?
Unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is strictly for you. These events in Leviticus the 23rd chapter are for you. Speaking to the children of Israel. Go on.
And say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy holy convocation.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. That was Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and the 4th verse, I believe, right? No, the 2nd verse. Leviticus 23 and the 2nd verse. A holy convocation is a holy gathering. Anybody hot in here? Because I'm hot. Somebody please cut the air on. All right? Anybody hot? Cut the air on. Go ahead and cut the air on. All right? So, this is Leviticus 23 and 2, speaking to the children of Israel. Okay, we know who the children of Israel are. Anybody in this class should already be familiar who are the Israelites. We know the Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Can somebody please tell me, basically, how do we know that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the scriptures? How do we know? I mean, where are certain chapters in the Bible, book, chapter, and verses that clearly states that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68 is a good one.
Deuteronomy 28, 68. It speaks of on the behalf of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans going into Egypt again with ship. When you examine history, the only nation the people have done that is the so-called people of Negro and Indian descent, especially going on cargo slave ships, especially going on ships used being sold for merchandise. That's basically us. Now, if you don't know certain other chapters in the Bible that proves we are the Israelites, you can look at Leviticus, the 26th chapter, that proves that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. You can look at Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, like I brought out, that proves that blacks, Hispanics are the Israelites. And you can also look at Leviticus 33. That proves that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. So we are the people of this book, regardless of what any other person may tell you. We're the people of this book. Now continue on. We're going to ask Nashon, if you don't mind. We're going to ask Ak to go ahead and pick it off with Leviticus 23rd chapter and read verse 3, Ak. Okay. Leviticus 23 and verse 3.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
And the 7th day goes for all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
See? So the Most High, basically what he did was he established that 7th day for the children of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And actually, no one's supposed to do anything, including the heathens or the beasts of the field. Everything supposed to be shut down concerning the Sabbath. But it was strictly designed for the children of Israel, right? Now, read on, Jay. Give me Leviticus 23, the fourth verse. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. So
it tells you that it's certain feasts that we shall proclaim in our seasons. Leviticus 23 and 4 say these are feasts of the Most High, Yahweh, who they call the Lord, even holy convocations, holy gatherings, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. So we have to do these holy gatherings and these convocations and these feasts in their seasons. Okay? Now, we're not going to go into Leviticus 23 and 5 because that's talking about on the behalf of the Passover. That's already gone according to this year. All right? So we must go into what you would call the memorial of blowing trumpets, dealing with Leviticus 23 and 24. Now, Sean, read that for me.
All right. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24.
Yeah.
Speaking to the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month.
Speaking to who up?
The children of Israel.
So all the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you should be doing the same thing we doing on tonight. You should be no matter where you at. No matter where you at. You should be keeping this feast day. If you are Negro or Indian descent, I don't want to hear no excuse. You should be keeping this feast day. You don't have to keep it with us, but it should be kept concerning Leviticus 23 and 24. Read up.
Speaking to the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath.
See, and the first day of the month. The first day of the month. This is actually tonight. This is August the 21st. which would create a new moon. August 21st ushers in a new moon. Basically what you would call Sunday night tonight is going to be basically a new moon, a new month, which would be September on the month of August. So Sunday tonight, August 20th, okay, Sunday tonight is going to bring in a new moon, a new month, which would technically be September the 1st. All right? And it says that concerning Leviticus 23 and 24, it says, in the first day of the month. That's why we're doing this right now. This is the first day of the month. This is September the 1st, the 7th month. It says on the first day of the month, go ahead, up.
On the first day of the month shall you have a Sabbath.
Shall you have a Sabbath. So that's why this is a high Sabbath tonight. This is not a regular Sabbath, it's a high Sabbath. Shall you have a Sabbath? Continue on up.
A memorial of blowing of trumpets.
A memorial of the blowing of trumpets. Go ahead.
And holy convocation.
A holy gathering. So it's supposed to be where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans assemble themselves together to have a good time and bring forth this feast day. That's what it's talking about. Many of our sisters and brothers are not doing it because they're not aware of it. They don't know what's going on. Can you imagine the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's out there in the world doing their own thing and don't know what's going on tonight? Can you imagine, man? It's a blessing to be able to come into this truth. It's a blessing to be awakened in this truth. Because you know why I say that, Op? It's because you could have been doing the same thing tonight. See? But you was lost, but now you found. See? Only the elect, only the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's been called in this truth is going to keep these feast days concerning these scriptures. See? So you got somebody out there right now playing basketball. Somebody right now, kids running around in the yard, the front and backyard. Somebody, kids at the park right now. Somebody out doing their own thing, just shopping, going on about their own business. Not even knowing that this is what you would call the high Sabbath, the new moon Sabbath, also the memorial of blowing trumpets. Don't know who they are. And that ain't all, that ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence. You know why I say that? Because if you know the scriptures, you're going to see why we're in the condition that we are in today. Now, somebody give me Jeremiah the 50th chapter. We're going to hold that. We're going to hold Leviticus 23 and 24. Give me Jeremiah the 50th chapter. Give me Jeremiah chapter 50. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and read, let's see what verse. Bring out 6. Jeremiah 50 verse 6. Somebody read that. It don't even matter. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 6.
Read it.
My people have been lost sheep.
The most I say, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are what?
My people have been lost sheep.
You have a lot of lost sheep out here tonight. Don't know what the hell going on. Don't even know this is the memorial blowing trumpet. Don't even know that this is a new moon Sabbath. They lost. Go ahead, continue on to read.
My people have been lost sheep.
Go ahead.
Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Yeah, because these sorry ass pastors ain't telling them the truth. We're going to put it, man, we're going to put it just like it is. Now, guess what? Did not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans go to church this morning? It's Sunday, right? So all these black people was in church this morning, Sunday morning. They probably going back around this time now. Because you know they always follow up with a little Sunday evening worship. They probably going back. And the pastor in that church that's hooping and hollering, sweating in the pulpit, ain't telling them nothing concerning Leviticus the 23rd chapter. Ain't telling them nothing concerning Leviticus 23, 24 about the Feast of Memorial or the blowing trumpets or the new moon Sabbath. Because it says that basically what? My people have been lost sheep, Jeremiah 50 and 6. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains, and they have gone from mountain to hill, and they have forgotten their resting place. See? So, he said that the shepherds have caused them to go astray. The shepherds. Ain't that what he said? He said the shepherds. Now, wait a minute. Do the shepherds know what they're doing? Who are the shepherds? The shepherds are your ministers today. Do they know what they're doing? Huh? I don't think so. You know why I say that? Because I'm about to bring out a chapter here. All right? Hey, somebody give me in the Gospels, Matthew 15:14. Okay? Matthew 15:14. Somebody give me that.
All right. Matthew 15:14.
Come on, read up.
Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind.
Wait a minute. What did it say up?
It said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind.
Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, man. This is what Yahushua said. This is what the Messiah, this is what he said. Jesus the Christ. He said, let them alone. They be what?
Blind leaders of the blind.
Continue on up.
And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
That's why the church don't know what's going on. Many blacks went to church this morning and going back this evening. But they not being edified. Why? Because the same old shepherds that's leading them astray, they are blind themselves. So what Yahushua said, simply let the blind lead the blind. The pastor don't even know tonight is the high Sabbath, the new moon. The pastor don't know tonight is the feast of the memorial of blowing trumpets. He don't know. That's what Yahushua said. He said, don't even bother them. Matthew 15:14. Read it again up.
Matthew 15:14.
Go ahead.
Let them alone.
See, don't even bother them. Go ahead.
They be blind leaders of the blind.
They leaders, they blind themselves and they lead it.
And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
So both of them in the trench. Both of them in the hole. Don't know what the hell going on tonight. And when we try to edify them and tell them, they don't want it up. They don't want what we have. We say, look, man, it's going down tonight. The Feast of Memorial blowing trumpets. Come by, be edified, learn who you are. You know, also we got the new moon that's going down tonight. New moon Sabbath. How many of y'all want to come and fellowship with us? Oh, man. Blah, 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 blah. Leave them the hell alone. That's what Yahushua said. Now go back to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We ain't got time to be running after these coons. They want to keep on continue to hoop and run around the church, run marathons and shop, fall over the benches and stuff. Let them do that. We ain't got time for that. So once again, Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and 24th verse said that we should do what? Within the 7th month, that's September, and the first day, September 1st, shall ye have a Sabbath. That's the new moon Sabbath. And a memorial of blowing trumpets in the holy convocation. Leviticus 23 and 25, ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. We're not under the Levitical priesthood anymore. We're not under the law of sacrifice anymore. So we ain't offering up them animals for no sacrifice. But however, what we're doing is we already have food prepared for this feast day tonight. Okay? It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Leviticus 23 and 26. All right? And that goes into something else. So now we're going to deal with Leviticus 23, 24. We're going to break down the memorial of blowing trumpets to show you why this is carried out. Okay? To show you exactly why this is carried out. So this on the behalf of the memorial of blowing trumpets to show you why this is carried out. All right? It's just to show you the importance of the trumpets. Okay? And to show you how important, basically, Jay, get the shofar and hold it up in front of the camera. All right? Jeremiah, also known as Yeremiah, is going to hold the shofar up in front of the camera. Don't hold it up too far. Get back. All right, now hold it up. Just right there. Hold it up like that so they can see. This is called a shofar. That's called a shofar. That's what is known as a trumpet in the Bible. Now, a shofar is a ram's horn. Okay? That's what is known as a trumpet in the Bible. It's not an actual trumpet that you play in the band with. It's not a trumpet that that has like 3 valves on the top. This is called a shofar. This is the trumpet that the Bible speaks of, brothers and sisters, that Brother Yeremiah is holding up before you so you can see it, for yourselves. This is very important
according to these scriptures that he's holding up. This shofar right here. A shofar is a ram's horn, trumpet used by the ancient Jews in religious ceremonies, okay, and as a battle signal. So this was used as a battle signal, and says now sounded at different type of feast days and events. We sound this off, okay. So you can go ahead and put it back where you got it out and have a seat. So that's a ram's horn, shofar, used by who? The ancient Jews. Who are the ancient Jews today? The blacks, so-called Negro. We the real Jews. And by the way, a shofar is extremely hard to blow. Okay? So once again, they sound this off as a battle signal.
So I'm going to come before you. All right? And I'm going to just give you an illustration. I'm going to give you an illustration how it sounds. Okay? That's at a low tone. That's at a medium tone. It's kind of like at a high tone. It's a screaming hard to blow. This is called a shofar, y'all. All right? This is what this event is all about. We are speaking on the behalf of this ram's horn. This is what this event is all about. This right here, y'all. Okay? And how this is used in the scripture. We're going to go over there. All right? So now, give me, let me see. Okay, Nashawn, let me see what I want you to bring out first. Because I have a lot of verses. Go to, let's see. I have a lot of verses. I'm trying to pick the good ones out. I don't want to be here all night because we have to eat. So, go to Exodus 19.
Exodus 19. Beginning with verse 10. Exodus 19, beginning with verse 10, and read.
Exodus 19:10.
All right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow.
Say, go into the people, sanctify them today and tomorrow. This Exodus, what book, chapter, and verse where you at, up?
Chapter 19, verse 10.
Okay, read on, up.
And the Lord said unto Moses, go into the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes.
Okay, go ahead, up.
Exodus chapter 19, verse 11.
Come.
And be ready against the third day.
Be ready now. Be ready against the third day. Go ahead.
For the third day, the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people.
So what is this talking about? This talking about Moses, basically, that was during the time of the book of Exodus, he had an encounter with the Most High, right? On the behalf of Mount Sinai. That's what it's talking about. So go ahead and read up.
Exodus 19, verse 11. And be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai.
Now check this out. So the Most High was coming down from that mountain to the children of Israel. Okay. Now continue on. Read on.
Exodus 19, verse 12. And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death.
See, the Most High wasn't playing with the children of Israel. This is how powerful the Most High is. This ain't no game. Go ahead and read verse 13 up.
Exodus 19:13. There shall not an hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet sounded long.
When the what sound up?
When the trumpet sounded long.
When the trumpet sound long, go ahead.
They shall come up to the mount. See?
So you can see right there. You can stop right there on that verse. All right? And I'll tell you when to continue on. So it's talking about the Most High is about to introduce himself to the Israelites. Right? But what's taking place before the Most High is doing this? the sound of the trump, man. It's so important to understand the significance of the trumpet, which is the shofar. So the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is about to introduce himself to Israel on Mount Sinai. Okay? But, as you can see, Exodus 19 and 13, it says, at the end of verse 13, when the trumpet sound, only when the trumpet sound, they shall come up to the mount. Continue on with verse 14.
Okay. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people,
and
sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. Exodus 19:15. And he said unto the people, be ready against the third day, come not at your wives. Exodus 19:16. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud.
The voice of the what?
And the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud.
See, so the thick cloud upon the mount, that was a chariot. As a precept, you can go into Psalms 104, I believe it's Psalms 104 verse 3, it tells you that the Most High maketh the clouds his chariots. So pursuant to Exodus 19 and what verse you read out?
16.
Exodus 19 and 16. It says, in the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud. Continue to read on.
In the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled.
Now just skip down to verse 19 and read that.
Okay. Exodus chapter 19, verse 19.
Listen up, watch this.
And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice.
So you see that without the trumpets, basically, there was no signification, man. So you can see right here, the Most High Yahweh was introducing himself to the children of Israel, but it didn't take place without the sound of the what?
The sound of the trumpet.
The trumpet. That's all this celebration is about. Just to show you the importance of a trumpet, how it's used. And this is all through the Bible. We're not going to give you all these book, chapter, and verses. We'll be here all night. I'm just picking out the main ones to show you that the trumpet is not, once again, it shouldn't be underrated. And it shouldn't be overlooked. All right? So, once again, go, Jay, give me Numbers 31. We're going into Numbers 31, beginning with verse 1. Numbers 31, beginning with verse 1. Showing you the significance of the trumpet. Numbers 31, verse 1. And read that out.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, avenge the children of Israel.
He said what?
Avenge the children of Israel.
Avenge the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
Of Israel, of the Midianites.
The Midianites, those are Arabs. Relatives to Arabs anyway. Go ahead.
Afterwards shalt thou be gathered unto thy people.
Where you at? Tell them the book, chapter, and verse.
Numbers 31 and verse 2.
Okay, so he went over number 31 and 1. The Lord Yahweh was speaking to Moses saying, avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. So what's going on here? We're going to show you what's going on here. Okay, afterwards shall thou be gathered unto thy people. Read Numbers 31 and verse 2. Read on up. Read that.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterwards shalt thou be gathered unto thy people.
Now read 31 and 3.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 3.
Come on.
And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto the war.
Oh, so the children of Israel about to go to war now. They about to ride on these Midianites. They about to ride on these relatives to them Arabs. Oh, the children of Israel about to they about to throw them things now. Okay, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Oh, this is on the behalf of war. This is what it says in Numbers 31:3. Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm yourselves. What does that mean? Get ready. Get suited and booted. We ain't playing no games. Into the war. Read on up.
And let them go against the Midianites.
Oh, okay. Come on.
And avenge the Lord of Midian.
Read verse 4 up.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 4. Of every tribe 1,000 through all out the tribes of Israel.
Okay, so they were gathering up men from tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
Shall ye send to the war?
Oh, okay. Come on. Because it was only men, no woman. Straight men from different tribes that Moses gathered up to go to war with these Midianites. Come on.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 5.
Come on.
So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe.
Oh, okay. 1,000 men from every tribe. And you know it's 12 tribes within the nation of Israel. So that was 1,000 men of every tribe. Go ahead.
12,000 armed for war.
12,000 blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans finna get these Midianites to business. 12,000 blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is about to bust some brains. That's how many men. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 6. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe. Them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar.
Go ahead.
The priest to the war. With the holy instructions.
With the holy instruments. Oh, it say holy instruments here. Pursuing Numbers 31 and verse 6. Let's see what they are. Go ahead.
And the trumpets.
And the what?
And the trumpets.
The holy instruments are the what?
And the trumpets.
So guess what? A war didn't take place without what?
And the trumpets.
Go ahead.
To blow it in his hand.
Because when them Israelites blew them trumpets, your ass was getting rolled on. That's what it is, man. That's what's going on. There was no war that was carried out without the sound of a trumpet, y'all. This is what this feast is about. The significance of a trumpet. So these 12,000 men from Judah, it was 12,000 men from Judah, Ephraim, Manasseh, Benjamin, Issachar, Levi, Naphtali, Reuben, Zebulun, Asher, Simeon, and Gad. These 12,000 men, before they went to war, they did what? They got the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. Numbers 31 and 7. Come on.
And they warred against the Midianites.
They did what?
They warred against the Midianites.
So when they went to war, they sounded off. And after they did that, charge! And they went in and they warred against the Midianites. Read on.
As the Lord commanded Moses.
Go ahead.
And they slew all the males.
I'm talking about drunk. Israel wasn't playing no games, man. That's why when you put blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans together, it's hell, boy. They don't want to see us, man. They really don't. When we get together and we sound them shofars off, boy, them other nations go to trembling. Because they know what time it is. So what I'm saying, we can stop right here. The main significance of this chapter is to show you that when the Israelites, before they went to war, they sounded off the holy instruments once again. Do y'all see that? All right? And we already know, according to Numbers 31 and verse 7, they warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. Matter of fact, take it on home with Numbers 31 and 8. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
And they slew the kings of Midian.
They slew them. The Midianites ain't got no power with the Israelites. They didn't have no power back then. Go ahead.
They slew the kings of Midian beside the rest of them that were slain. Namely, Evi and Recham and
Zer, go ahead.
And Zer and Hur.
Go ahead.
And Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beer. They slew with the sword.
Put his ass to death too. They wasn't playing no games. See? And guess who gave the children of Israel orders to do this? Yahweh. What the hell are they preaching in these churches today? He's a God of love. They don't know nothing about the Most High. This man is a man of war. Matter of fact, we're going to get that. Because they don't know nothing about the Most High, man. They don't know how the Most High got down. This man was about bloodshed, man. Y'all understand that? Before we go any further, I got to get that precept. The Most High, go give me Exodus. Give me Exodus. The Most High on the behalf of the Most High, give me Exodus 15:3. And read that, Deshaun. Exodus 15:3.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The Lord is a man of war.
Yahweh is a what?
A man of war.
Yahweh is a man of war. But guess what now? Before war can be declared, what has to be sounded off? The shofar, the trumpet. So go ahead, Exodus 15:3, read that out.
The Lord is a man of war.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is his name.
See, the Lord, that's a title. We know that ain't what his name is. His name is Yahweh. He is this. Okay? All right? Now, many other Israelites call him by different names, various names, but that's the most accurate name, Yahweh. And he is a man in war. So once again, when they tell you that God is love, God is a peace, why they don't show you the other side of the Most High? Because they don't know what the hell going on in these religious institutions. All right? Reading on. Now, go to Joshua. Joshua. Okay? Go to Joshua chapter 6. We're trying to skip through this as fast as possible. We don't want to really be here all night. Because there's many book, chapter, and verses concerning how the Israelites use the holy instruments, you know, as for different purposes. Joshua 6:1. Whoever want to read that.
Joshua chapter 6, verse 1.
Go ahead, Art.
Now Jericho was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel.
Now, before I read any further, Jericho, the city of Jericho, right? Those are on the behalf of the Israelites that was getting ready to go against the Canaanites, man. All right? The children of Canaan. That was the first conquest of the nation of Israel. When they went against the children of Canaan. Now these Canaanites are South Africans. Those are Hamitic tribes. Those people are not our people. So what we're reading about in Joshua chapter 6 is basically on the behalf of the children of Israel on the verge of going to war with these Canaanites, man. Everybody understand that? So read on,
Jeremiah 6:1.
Joshua 6:1,
Joshua 6:1.
Go ahead.
Now Jericho was straightly shut up because the children of Israel.
Uh-huh.
None went out and none came in.
Uh-huh.
Joshua 6:2. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thy hand Jericho.
See, now, what did Yahweh tell Joshua? Because Joshua is Yahushua in the Hebrew. The Savior has the same name as Joshua. Yahweh told Yahushua, Joshua, that I have given into thy hand. What?
Jericho.
So guess what? These Canaanites were given into our hands. Go ahead,
And the king thereof, and the mighty men of Valor.
Read on, Joshua 6:3.
And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war.
See, that's surround. That to compass means to surround, to besiege. Go ahead.
And go round about the city once.
Uh-huh.
Thus shalt thou do 6 days.
This is what was given orders to Joshua and his men. Read Joshua 6:4.
Joshua 6:4.
Uh-huh.
And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of rams.
How many trumpets up?
And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets.
See, because they're getting ready to go to war again. Y'all see that? Every time they did this, before the children of Israel went to war, they brought the trumpets out, y'all. We done showed you from Exodus to Numbers, now we in Joshua. Y'all see that? Wasn't no war popping off without the sound of a trumpet. This is order in this Bible, man. So 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets. Go ahead,
7 trumpets of ram's horns.
In
the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the trumpets.
Oh, you know why? Because Jericho was finna get taken down. They about to go in that city and take it over. They finna go in there and kill them Hamites up. This man, Yahweh, was strictly about war and bloodshed, man. And the children of Israel, they didn't ask no other heathen nation, let me share. They took it. The Most High gave them orders and they took it. When they blow that shofar, when they sounded that trumpet off, you were getting slayed. I don't care who it was. Infants, hand babies, mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, grandmamas, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, you were getting put to death when that trumpet sounded off. That's what's going on. There's going to be another sound of a trumpet before this upcoming future catastrophe about to take place here. See? Now read on Joshua 6 and 5.
Joshua 6 and 5.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn.
What is that? What's that? The ram's horn. That's the shofar. Get the shofar, Jay, once again. Hold it up before the count. When they shall make a long blast with the ram's horn, the shofar. Go ahead. Read on out.
And when you hear the sound of the trumpet.
And when you hear the sound of that shofar, go ahead.
All the people shall shout with a great shout.
All the people shall shout with a great shout. Those walls of Jericho would have never fell without what Ark is holding up before you right there. That's how Jericho fell down. With that he's holding. Alright? Go ahead, read on Ark.
And the wall of the city shall fall down flat.
Go ahead.
And the people shall ascend up, every man straight before him.
Okay, read on down to verse 8, Ark.
Joshua chapter 6, verse 6. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord.
Let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of the ram's horns before the ark of the Lord. Now, I already done a video on this a couple of days ago, pursuing Revelation the 8th chapter. Revelation the 8th chapter speaks of 7 angels blowing 7 trumpets. And I did the breakdown for each trumpet. You might want to look at that video too. It's called the breakdown of the 7 angels and the 7 trumpets under the Apostolic Foundation Israelite Academy. Because this is basically the connections to Revelation, the 8th chapter, dealing with those 7 angels and those 7 trumpets. In Joshua chapter 6, it just tell you about 7 priests with 7 trumpets. A ram's horn before the ark of the Lord. Go ahead and read Joshua 6 and 7.
Joshua 6 and 7.
All right, you can put it down, Jay.
And he said unto the people,
Go ahead.
Pass on and compass the city.
And
let him that is armed pass on before the pass on before the ark of the Lord.
Now watch this. Read verse 8 out of Joshua chapter 6.
And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns passed on before the Lord.
Go ahead.
And blew with the trumpets.
They did what?
And blew with the trumpets.
Go ahead.
And the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them.
Now, skip down to verse 12 and read verse 12 on down to 13. We just doing this for the sake of time. Skip down to verse 12 and read that.
Joshua chapter 6, verse 12.
Go ahead.
And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 13. And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns.
Okay.
And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually. And blew with the trumpets.
See that? Go ahead.
And the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of the Lord. The priests going on and blowing with the trumpets.
See, so this, what people don't understand, this conquest of Jericho in Joshua chapter 6, the ram's horn, the shofar, is very imperative in this chapter. It's very vital, essential, important, whatever you want to call it. This shofar makes up this chapter in Joshua 6. Now I'm going to go back and read Joshua 8. Joshua 6 and 8. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests, bearing the 7 trumpets of the ram's horn, passed on before the Lord Yahweh, and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant, and the Lord followed them. Now, to reiterate that, mean that Joshua was going to be taking, Joshua and the Israelites were going to take the city of Jericho down. Right? So this is just a preview what was going to happen to Jericho. And it was nothing nice that happened to Jericho. I don't know if y'all know about this story, but them Hamitic tribes got it, bro. We're going to show you. The ark, when it speaks of the ark, basically, of Yahweh, that represents the presence of Yahweh. Now read verse 13 up. Read verse 13 again, Joshua 6 and 13.
Joshua chapter 6, verse 13.
Go ahead.
And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually.
See, before the ark of the Lord, that represents the presence of the Most High. Go ahead. That's it.
That's this one. And blew with the trumpets.
Go ahead.
And the armed men went before them.
Uh-huh.
But the reward came after the ark of the Lord.
Go down and read verse 15,
Joshua chapter 6, verse 15.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass on the 7th day.
On the 7th day, come on.
That they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times.
Go ahead.
Only that day they compassed the city 7 times.
See, go ahead. And read verse 16.
Verse 16. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, shout, for the Lord has given you the city. See, shout, for the Most High has given you the city. Now read verse 20, the last verse. We'll go into another one. Go into another book, chapter and verse. Joshua 6 and 20. Read that, So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpets. The sound of the shofar, go ahead. And the people shouted with a great shout. They shouted, go ahead. That the wall fell down flat. Uh-huh. So that the people went up into the city. Uh-huh. Every man straight before him. Now let's see what the Israelites did when the walls came down. Go ahead. And they took the city. Go ahead. Verse 21. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city. What the Israelites do to them Canaanites? Utterly destroyed all that was in the city. Go ahead. Both man. They slayed the man. Go ahead. And woman. They slayed the woman. Go ahead. Young and old. Young and old. Little and babies too. Little girl, little boy. They put them to death with the sword. And the Most High gave them the command. He gave them command to do it. Go ahead, And ox. They even killed beasts. Killing your animals too. Go ahead. And sheep and ass. They put beasts to death too. Go ahead. With the edge of the sword. These Israelites wasn't playing once that shofar sounded off. Do y'all see this, man? They killed man, woman, child, beast with the edge of the sword. They wasn't playing. You was in the way, you were getting your damn neck cut off. Your arms, your legs, and everything else. They wouldn't have no compassion on you. After that sound of that trumpet, after it sounded off, you were getting put to death. You can run, but you can't hide. Because the Israelites compared the city, they put a circle around the city. North, south, east, or west, north, east, south, west, south, west, north, east. Whatever you wanted to turn, you were getting slayed. That's the significance of the trumpet, man. The trumpet was used for war. Also, without the trumpets, there was no war. Just remember that. And there was no coming of kings. Because the trumpet also announced the coming of kings. Y'all see that? Y'all see, man, like I say, I'm not going to bring out a whole lot. But I'm going to bring out a couple more to show you something. Y'all see the significance of the trumpet so far? Now go to Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. Revelation 6:12. And Jay, bring that up. Go ahead. Revelation 6. Matter of fact, before you go to Revelation 6 and 12, because I want to wrap, I want that to be the last book, chapter, and verse. I'm going to bring out this, and then we'll go to Revelation. And if y'all want me to bring out some more chapters, y'all just
said, because there's a lot of book chapters and verses on the behalf of the memorial blowing trumpets. Go to Matthew the 24th chapter first. Matthew the 24th chapter. There's a lot of verses concerning these trumpets being sounded out. I'm just giving you certain book, chapter, and verses on the behalf of the memorial of blowing trumpets. Matthew 24 and 3. Start with that, Jay.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3.
Come on.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately.
Go ahead.
Privately saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
So the disciples basically wanted to know concerning the end time, the end of the world. When shall these things be? Go ahead.
Tell us, when shall these things be?
Come on.
And what shall be the sign of the coming, of thy coming?
What should be the sign of your coming? Because you know you're always shall making a second appearance on this earth. A lot of people don't believe he's returning, but you can bet you're behind that he's going to crack them clouds and he's coming. Go ahead.
And of the end of the world.
So they say, man, look, check this out. The disciples ask our shot, man. They say, tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of that coming in the end of the world? Now, it's not talking about the actual end of the world like it's for the whole earth blowing up. The end of the world is the end of a particular nation reign, the end of a particular nation rulership. The end of the so-called white man rulership, the end of the so-called white man empire, which is this is governmental structure now. That's why in Revelation it speaks of new heavens and new earth. New heavens and new earth, meaning that the so-called white man power structure will be taken down. That is in reference to the end of the world. The so-called white man is ruling in his governmental powers and system now. It's going to be destroyed, and we're going to set up our kingdom as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They wanted to know when was the end of this so-called white man rulership, because during that time they was under the Roman powers. During that time they was under the Roman Empire. Read on up. Matthew 24 and 4. Read on.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4.
All right, go ahead.
And Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that no man deceive you. Come on.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
For many shall come in thy name, saying, I am Christ.
Yeah, Cesare Borgia. Alexander VI's second son. Pope Alexander VI's second son. Many shall come in my name, saying I'm the Christ, meaning many images shall be given to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, claiming that they Christ. These false ass images that they putting on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Catholic Church, which is none other than the son of a pope. Go ahead, Op.
And shall deceive many.
And shall deceive many, because many blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans been deceived by that pale skin image. That blonde hair, blue eye, red skin devil image that they love to hang all over these Christian churches. Been deceived. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors
And rumors of wars. Go ahead.
and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
See that you be not troubled. Now, for the sake of time, that's it. That's the end of that verse. Go ahead.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
But the white man kingdom is not yet, because this is the revived Roman Empire we in. See, his rulership ain't up yet. Rome has been revived. The seven-headed dragon, one of his heads was wounded. That was the Roman Empire by Septimius Severus. Took down the Roman Empire in the year 193 AD, and the womb healed. The womb healed in 1453 AD, and welcome to the revived Roman Empire today. This white man kingdom, this white man end of this world is not at hand yet. Yahweh shall gave the disciples signs though. For the sake of time, skip down to the 29th verse. Come on. Matthew 24 and 29. Come on.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 29.
Come on.
Immediately after the tribulation
of
those days shall the sun be darkened.
Shall the sun be darkened? Come on.
And the moon shall not give her light.
The moon shall not give her light. This is all metaphorical. The sun shall be darkened. That's talking about the will of knowledge and the understanding. Okay, go ahead.
And the moon shall not give her light.
Go ahead.
And
Because we know it came upon a time where knowledge, wisdom, and understanding were taken from the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
Read verse 30. Come on.
Matthew 24 and verse 30.
Come on.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man Yahushua, who they call Jesus the Christ, in heaven. Read on.
And then shall all the tribes of earth mourn.
Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, man. Come on.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
Y'all gonna see all about Yahushua coming on that chariot. Y'all gonna look up and see a black man with woolly hair, with a sword, with a beautiful garment and fringes, coming back to judge this earth. Those of you that say that it ain't no second return and it ain't no Christ and he never exists, you gonna get showed. You gonna get showed up. You gonna eat every word that the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you non-believers, you gonna eat all your words when you see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Read Matthew 24 and 31. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet.
Wait a minute. He shall send his angels with a great sound of a what?
Of a trumpet.
He shall send his angels with a great sound of a what?
Of a trumpet.
Of a trumpet, y'all. Go ahead.
And they shall gather together.
Now you know why these angels sounding off this trumpet? Because they finna get ready to judge this earth. And every other kingdom that's promoting wickedness in the earth. They get ready to judge this earth. He shall send, Matthew 24:31 tells you that he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. They're not blowing this trumpet for nothing. These angels not coming back to make no fancy tune. They ain't blowing so you can dance. You're finna get put to death if you ain't right with the Most High. You ain't keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You about to be put to death. Think angels just coming back to blow a trumpet just to be blowing. You about to get put to death, man. Alright? So it's a great sound. Matthew 24:31. He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall do what?
And they shall gather together his elect.
See, the Most High ain't out for every black, Hispanic, and Native American. Just because you're an Israelite, the Most High ain't out for the 99.9% of Israel. He's only out for the elect. He's only out for the 1/3 of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's keeping these laws. You're not keeping these laws, you get put to death at the sound of the trumpet. Come on, out.
From the four winds.
From the four winds, what does that mean? Israel was scattered out as a nation. Tells you that back in Deuteronomy 28, how Israel was scattered out. North, south, east, and west. North, central, South America. Israel in the eastern and western hemisphere. We all over the place. Scattered out. But in the end time, the Most High going to gather together his elect. The ones that's keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. From the four winds. From one end of the earth. From one end of the heaven. Even to the other. Alright? So there's enough said on that. So, read verse 32. Matthew 24:32. Come on.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 32.
Well, wait a minute. Let's go into something else. All right. Now, we're going to read last book, chapter, and verse. Then we'll have a feast day. I'm not going to bring all these, like I told you, I'm not going to bring all these book, chapter, and verses out on the behalf of blowing of the trumpets. I'm just giving you some book, chapter, and verses to show you. All right. So go to Revelation now. Go to the book. I want this show to bring this out. Okay. Now, the trumpet don't create destruction. Y'all need to know that. The trumpet don't create destruction. You know what the trumpet does? The trumpet announces destruction. It don't create destruction. The trumpet announces destruction. The trumpet is like a warning. Jay, give me Isaiah 58:1 while he in Revelation. Isaiah 58:1. Before he go to Revelation, the 8th chapter, and begin with verse 1. Give me Isaiah 58:1, Jay. Because I don't want you to think that a shofar or a trumpet is only referred to a holy instrument. You know what else a trumpet is referred to in these scriptures? You lifting your voice up. You warning the people. You giving the message of the Most High. Read Isaiah 58:1. Come on, up.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1.
Come on.
Cry aloud.
Cry aloud. What does that mean? Cry aloud. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, get on these highways and byways. Get out here where these hedges at, and let these black Hispanics and Native Americans know they are lost sheep. Let them know they're the children of Israel. Let them know they strayed away from the covenants of God. Let them know if they don't repent, they're going to be put to death. That's what it's talking about. That's what it's talking about. Get out here and warn these people before the destruction comes. Read it from the top, Isaiah 58 and 1. Come on.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1.
Come on.
Cry aloud.
Cry aloud,
Spare not.
Give a damn about y'all blacks, Hispanics, Native American feeling. We got to let y'all know what thus said the Lord. Cry aloud, spare not. Come on.
Lift up thy voice.
Lift up thy voice. Go ahead.
Like a trumpet.
Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Then they want to come down on us because we screaming out by the highways and byways, telling us that we so rough when we speak. Why y'all are screaming? Why y'all are yelling? Because this is what thus said the Lord said. Isaiah 58 and 1. Lift up thy voice like a what?
Like a trumpet.
So your voice can be signified as a trumpet too. Not only holy instruments. So we sounding off the alarm. And people not even understanding. Because they're looking for an actual trumpet to be sounding off. Don't even know that we sounding it off. Every Sabbath we out here sounding off the trumpet. And they looking for a damn instrument. That's what it means. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Continue on.
And show my people their transgression.
Show who people?
Show my people.
Show my people their transgression. Show the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans to get out them damn churches. It's wrong. Show them that eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster is wrong. Show them that celebrating holidays is wrong. Show women that wearing pants is wrong. Show man that cutting your beard is wrong. Show man that sagging your pants, showing your ass out and slinging dope, slang banging and ganging. That's wrong. Show these women that being hoochified, being bitchified and slutty and whores. Show them that that's wrong. Tell them, regardless they like it or not, don't spare their feelings. You get put to death over where you took a stand for your eyewash in the outside. Show it. That's what it's talking about. Now, the son start off with Revelation 8 and 1. Go ahead and read that.
Revelation chapter 8.
Okay, go ahead.
Chapter 8, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And when he had opened the seventh seal,
he opened the seventh seal. Go ahead.
There was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour.
And that's 30 minutes. You know why? Because destruction is about to come on Babylon. It's talking about the seventh seal being opened. You know what? We on the seventh seal now. People don't understand Revelation. They don't understand this book. They all been goofing around. Don't you know we on the seventh seal right now? This is the last seal, bro. And when it was popped open, it was silence in heaven about the space of a half an hour. That's 30 minutes. You know why? Because now they scared as hell because they know destruction about to fall on. Go ahead and read Revelation 8 and 2. Come on.
Verse 2. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God.
7 angels. Now, didn't I tell you that in Joshua chapter 6, it was 7 priests? Matter of fact, that was like the foreshadow of this. What did the 7 priests do? They sounded the horn, and guess what? Destruction came down on Jericho. So guess what? Right here, these same old 7 angels, they gonna sound, and destruction gonna come down on Babylon. You see how it kind of parallel it lines up? Matter of fact, Jericho back then was an example of Babylon falling. When the walls fell down, it just was 7 priests with 7 trumpets. Right here in Revelation 8, it speaks of 7 angels with 7 trumpets. Don't get it misunderstood. Jericho fell and Babylon coming down too. We don't sung about London Bridge. London Bridge is falling down. We want me to tell you tonight, Babylon is falling down. But it ain't going to fall without first the sound of the trumpet. Go ahead. Read Revelation 8 and read what when we at verse 3 out? Read verse 2.
Verse 2. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets.
You're given what?
7 trumpets.
Because what the trumpet's doing. The trumpet does not create destruction. But I told you, the trumpet announces what? It announces destruction. It's a warning to show you something bad finna happen. Go ahead. Now read Revelation. Now skip down to read Revelation chapter 8, verse 6. Go ahead and read 6.
Revelation 8 and 6.
Go ahead.
And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound.
They prepared themselves to sound because it's talking about great destruction and calamity is about to come forth. Read on.
Verse 7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hell and fire mingled with blood.
This already don't happen. The first angel that sounded in 70 AD. That's what happened to the Jews. Go ahead, read.
And they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up.
Brothers and sisters, if you want to know the breakdown to these 7 angels and these 7 trumpets, be sure to watch my video that I just put out. It's called The Breakdown of the 7 Trumpets, the 7 angels and the 7 trumpets. Be sure to check out that video. This is going to go hand in hand in what we're talking about. Now, I'm not going to do a full breakdown on this, but however, I will do a quick review on this. The first angel was 70 AD. Go ahead, read verse 8 out of Revelation chapter 8.
Verse 8. And the second angel sounded.
Okay, the second angel, that's talking about 1492, the conquest of Christopher Columbus, from 1492 to 1604. All right, skip on and read read Revelation chapter 8, verse 10. Go ahead.
Revelations 8 and 10.
Go ahead.
And the third angel sounded.
That's 1619. That's the transatlantic slave trade. All right? That's what it's talking about. How they took the black man, black woman, and black child to the shores of America. All right? Read verse 12 out of Revelation 8.
Verse 12. And the fourth angel sounded.
The fourth angel is talking about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that was taken from the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Most High took that from us and then restored it to us until the last days, which we wake it back up. Now, he's pouring his spirit back on us. But he took that from us when we violated his commandments. That's what it's talking about. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding being taken away from Israel when the fourth angel sounded the trumpet. Read Revelation 9 and 1.
Revelation 9 and 1.
Go ahead.
And the fifth angel sounded.
The fifth angel talking about World War I. Okay, World War I that took place in Europe. World War I dealing with Germany. Go ahead. Read read down to Revelation chapter 9 and read Revelation chapter 9 and read, where's the sixth angel? Out of Revelation chapter 9. Read Revelation 9 and 13.
Revelation 9 and 13.
Go ahead.
And the sixth angel sounded.
The sixth angel that sounded is talking about World War II and World War III that's falling right out for it. That's the sixth angel that sounded. World War II and World War III. All right. Now skip over to Revelation the 11th chapter. Revelation the 11th chapter, and read Revelation 11:14.
Revelation 11:14.
Go ahead.
The second woe is past.
That was World War II. That already happened. Go ahead.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
See, that's World War III. That ain't came yet. Go ahead. Read verse 15.
Revelation 11 and 15.
Go ahead.
And the seventh angel sounded.
All right, you can stop. That's talking about the reign of Israel. That's talking about when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is going to get restored in kingship once again to rule over these heathens through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi outside. I just broke down all these 7 angels and these trumpets. All right, that's just a quick review. You want to look at the long review, be sure to look at my video, the breakdown of the 7 trumpets, the 7 angels and the 7 trumpets. All right, so you can see for yourselves, brothers and sisters. You can see it for yourself. All right, so we're going to stop right there because we're going to close this lesson out. All right, because I add many more verses I can talk about on the behalf of the trumpets being blown. But we got to feast, we got to eat, we got to play some music and all that good stuff. And we got to close the lesson out. So I hope y'all edified on what I brought forth. I hope y'all took notes. Y'all should have this in y'all compilation book. Before we close out, any questions concerning this lesson that's going forth on the behalf of the memorial blowing trumpets? This is not only the memorial blowing trumpets. This is also the new moon Sabbath. Okay? The new moon Sabbath. So, once again, before I close this lesson out, let me give at least one verse concerning the new moon Sabbath, because it is the new moon Sabbath as well. We can't overlook that. So this is 2 events in one day. All right? So the new moon Sabbath. Give me Go to Isaiah. Anybody can go to Isaiah. Matter of fact, I want to bring out. Go to the. Go. Give me. Sirach. Go in the apocryphal books. I want to bring this out right quick. Concerning the new moon Sabbath. In the apocryphal books to Sirach. Now they call Sirach Ecclesiasticus. All right. And let's take a look at Let's take a look at There's so much to review. All right. Somebody give me Sirach 43 and 6.
Sirach chapter 43 and verse 6.
Come on.
He made the moon also to serve in her season.
He made the moon to serve in the seasons. Come on. Read down to verse 8.
For a declaration of time.
Uh-huh.
And the sign of the world.
Uh-huh.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 43 verse 7.
Go ahead.
From the moon is the sign of feasts.
For the moon is the sign of what?
Of feast.
That's why we feasting tonight. Go ahead.
A light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Uh-huh.
Verse 8. The month is called after her name.
Go ahead.
Increasing wonderfully in her changing.
Uh-huh.
Being an instrument of the armies above.
Okay, Nashawn, have Psalm 81 and 3 lined up. Go ahead, Jake.
Shining in the firmament of heaven.
Shining in the firmament of heaven. What verse you on?
I'm still on 8.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 43 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
The beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Lord.
Go ahead. That's it.
That's it.
All right, now bring out Psalm 81 and 3. Go ahead.
Psalm 81 and 3.
Go ahead.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon. Jay, let me see the show. Go ahead and continue to read Psalm 81 and 3. Go ahead.
Psalm 81 and 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
In the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
So we're going to blow up the trumpet right now, brothers and sisters. Let's sound it off. Through the spirit and power of your Abba Shem Shai. This lesson has come to an end. That's all you got. This lesson has come to an end. And we're going to blow off, sign the chauffeur off, because Psalm 83, what is Psalm 81? Psalm 81 and 3 say what? Read it one more time out.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
Okay, here it is.
Kwam Yasha'Allah, rise Israel. It is the feast of the memorial of blowing trumpet. It is the new moon Sabbath. We want to give you all praise and glorification. Yahweh Shem Shai. And with this lesson, we hope you were edified. Okay? Like I said, I got my man over here. Got my man over here. You know what I'm saying? We brought it up. Got my man right here. We brought it up. Got my lovely wife in the back. And we brought it up. And also my little son right here. We brought it up. Many brothers and sisters didn't come out to be part of this holy convocation. But you know what? We got to make do with what we got, y'all. We can't stop because brothers and sisters ain't willing to come out and ain't willing to, just unify themselves with us. We got to keep it. We got to keep it moving. So we thank you for Brother Nashawn out that came out. Nashawn Israel, Yeremia Israel, Ross when you Israel, and Judah Israel, and Shabar Israel, such as myself. So we're gonna close this thing out by feasting. We're gonna feast and have a good time. And till next time, on the behalf of Solid Foundation, Israelite Academy, Shalom.